All right, guys, we usually talk about the characters that you should use your promotion credits on, your dark promotion credits, your silver promotion credits, and of course, your gold promotion credits here. In this video, we're going to be talking about the characters that you probably want to pause on when it comes to using your promotional credits. I think 4 stars is fair game. In some instances, I even think 5 red stars is probably fair game, but you're 6 and higher, probably going to want to pause on some of these characters that we're going to talk about on this list. And some of these characters are characters that I have recommended before that you should use the promotion credits on. So this may be a little controversial, but that is okay. But first on this list that we're going to talk about here is going to be one of my favorite characters in Marvel Strike Force, which is Shang-Chi. Now, the reason why I'm putting Shang-Chi on this list is because there are some rumors that are currently out right now that there is going to be a skill team coming into Marvel Strike Force for the next patch. That skill team could potentially be a raid team, and that's where a lot of players are using Shang-Chi and getting a ton of value from him right now with these higher red stars. So I think with that information, although it's not confirmed yet, I think that this is a good time for you to pause and hold off before putting your red star promotion credits into this. And this is something that I was asked today, like, hey Goofy, should I use my red star promotion and bring up, Shang-Chi to 6 reds? And I had to think about it. That's the reason why I'm making this video, is because I'm like, you know what? I think that maybe you want to hold off and you want to pause on that, because what if you do use your gold promotion credits there, you don't get a ton of them anyways, and then now you're out of them when you're probably going to need them for some other characters that potentially who could get a rework. Who knows, right? You're going to want to save your promotion credits there. So I do think Shang-Chi is a great character that warrants resources in other areas, but as it pertains to red star promotions, I would probably hold off from bringing them up to 6 reds. If you're not even doing anything, if you're not doing Doom 3.3 and higher, I don't think that you necessarily even need the 6 red on him anyways. But that's something that I would definitely consider, and maybe even 5 reds, depending on what content you're doing. I would probably hold off here on Shang-Chi. And then in the same breath, I would do the same thing here with Captain America Sam. In general, the skill team that a lot of players are using right now, Secret Avengers, Shang-Chi, like that team is sort of getting outdated, right? This team has been here since Doom Chapter 1. So they're gonna get replaced at some point in time very soon. So if you're not in a dire need to invest red stars into these characters, I would hold off right now, because there's definitely going to be something that's going to be coming, whether it's this patch or probably the following patch. There's going to be something coming that is most likely going to be replacing these characters here, or like maybe if it's not, or not the whole team, it could be individual characters that could be coming in that are skill characters that could be used for these Doom raids. So that's the reason why I am saying the pause on this right now, because this team is a little long in the tooth. These characters are kind of a little long in the tooth here, and they're probably going to not necessarily go out of the meta, but probably won't be used the same way in the meta moving forward. So that's the reason why these 2 characters for me are on this list. Another character that's on this list is going to be talking about dark promotion credits now. And it's going to be Dr. Doom. Once again, a question that I do get asked quite frequently here, like, hey, what should I use my dark promotion credits here on Dr. Doom? Now, as you can see, I have definitely done it. I brought him up to 5 reds, but this was probably a year ago, right? Like, how long, when did they first introduce dark promotion credits for Dr. Doom? Like, it's been that long since I put my 5 reds into Dr. Doom. And while I am getting a ton of value from this character with those red stars, I will say that right now, if you are getting Dr. Doom, I would not use your dark promotion credits. Those promotion credits are hard to come by. You have 4 legendary horseman characters that are going to require you're going to want to use your dark promotion credits on. There's also probably going to be another year-long event again, where you're probably going to need our promotion credits for those legendary characters. So I just think that while Dr. Doom is amazing and is very good and still plug and play, in my opinion, in a lot of different game modes, I still think that you're ultimately going to want to save those dark promotion credits for either current legendary horseman characters or whatever other legendary sort of saga we go on for the next year or so, because that is something that is also rumored as well. So I definitely wanted to talk about that in this video. All right, and another character that I want to mention, this is a character that I've talked about before that you want to put red stars into, or high red stars into, and it is Dark Beast. And I want to recant this one a little bit, because my previous sort of criteria was that I used, or my qualifier for having the red stars on Dark Beast was, hey, you're going to want to clone characters in raids, and then you're going to want to use this You're gonna want to have everything T forward and have all your red star. You're gonna have high red stars so that those clones can be really strong. And while it's nice to have the characters be really strong, or your clones to be stronger, I just felt like that was a bad criteria for me to use, right? I just felt like it was a bad qualifier for me to use. So therefore, I am going to recant that and say I actually think that there's higher value in getting higher red stars on a character like Nemesis. I think there's higher value in getting higher red stars on even potentially Magneto if you wanted to go that route. Definitely Archangel, right? The value is higher for characters like that than it is for a character like Dark Beast. The summons is not a good reason to do it. However, if you're just wanting to get more damage out of Dark Beast in general, or have him survive more, you can put red star promotions into him at that point in time, but not for the reason that I said before. That was not a good qualifier. So I feel like I needed to clean that up here in this video by talking about that now. I also do think that a couple of other characters that I've talked about before that I just don't think that they have the same value anymore, like Squirrel Girl. While a great character, this team is also getting a little long in the tooth, and there's a lot of other teams that have been released in Marvel Strike Force, whether it's war teams or teams that can beat them in Cosmic Crucible, that have kind of not devalued, but has made the value not high to be able to have red stars on a character like Squirrel Girl, right? So I do think that as I look through sort of recommendations that I made before in the past, and I have to look at Squirrel Girl and say, I don't think this is a character now that you want to put your red star promotions in. Probably, maybe if you want to still do 5, that's okay. But I think 4 is okay. You don't have to go to 5. You definitely don't have to go to 6. This is a character, because of where the state of the game is right now and more teams coming into Marvel Strike Force, I think that this is a character that you don't need to put your red star promotion credits into anymore. There's other characters that we can talk about. I wasn't going to talk about Ultron here because I was going to say, hey, the dark promotion credits thing, but I think you guys kind of already got the gist where that is concerned. I think for the most part, though, everyone else that I've talked about previously before, even recently, definitely still worth putting good red stars on. Icarus, Weaver, Gambit, Kestrel. There's a lot of other characters here that I still think provide you with a ton of value. Hela, I think, is another really good character that you can put red star promotions on. I even think some of the Wakandans for the current Cosmic Crucible season is pretty good. Web Warriors, if anybody is using Web Warriors right now, I would hold off on putting red star promotions on them. I would also hold off on putting additional investment into the Web Warriors as well. I do understand if you're doing Doom raids and you don't have the full Rebirth team, I can understand that. That's actually fair. But I would just tailor my investment as it pertains to the Web Warrior characters. But I want to stop there. I think that I've provided enough and sort of like my thoughts and information at this point in time. If you want me to go into more specifics, absolutely ask me that, because I do want to make sure that whatever information that I present to you guys, that it is value, it is educational, it is either or educational or entertaining. So let me know if there's something that you want me to specifically answer for you here in this video. But I appreciate you watching it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel here if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell so that you know when the videos do go live. Check out the links, they're down below in the description. Link to the Discord, link to Twitch, link to my other YouTube channel where I do cover comic information, DC, Marvel Comics, anime, cover TV shows, movies, things like that. Check that out below. That's called Keeping It Comic, down below in the description. Also Patreon, where you can support me for just $1 a month. Check that out as well. And for also future memberships and things like that will be coming to this channel as well moving forward, guys. So appreciate you watching the video. Until next time, guys, you guys be blessed. Y'all be safe. Bye.